Happy Friday, students. This is chapter 10, The Finish Line, the last chapter of Stone Fox. We're going to draw a cute little husky today, and you guys are going to finish this book. You guys are awesome. So, chapter 10, The Finish Line. The crowd cheered madly when they saw little Willie coming into view at the far end of Main Street. And even more rapidly when they saw Stone Fox was right on his tail. Go, Searchlight, go! Searchlight forged ahead, but Stone Fox was gaining. Go, Searchlight, go! Little Willie cried out. Searchlight gave it everything she had. She was 100 feet from the finish line when her heart burst. She died instantly. There was no suffering. Did you guys hear that? Searchlight. She just had a heart attack and died. I'll show you this. So there she is in the book. And there's little Willie giving her a hug. And there's Stone Fox. He's huge. But Searchlight just died. The sled and little Willie tumbled over her, slid along the snow for a while, then came to a stop about 10 feet from the finish line. It had started to snow. White snowflakes landed on Searchlight's dark fur as she lay motionless on the ground. The crowd became deathly silent. Lester's eyes looked to the ground. Miss Williams had her hands over her mouth. Mr. Foster's cigar lay on the snow. Doc Smith started to run out to little Willie, but stopped. Mayor Smiley looked shocked and helpless, and so did Hank and Dusty, and so did the City Slickers, and so did Clifford Snyder, the tax man. Stone Fox brought his sled to a stop alongside little Willie. He stood tall in the icy wind and looked down at the young challenger and at the dog that lay limp in his arms. Is she dead, Mr. Stone Fox? Is she dead? Little Willie asked, looking up at Stone Fox with his one good eye. Stone Fox knelt down and put one massive hand on Searchlight's chest. He felt no heartbeat. He looked at little Willie, and the boy understood. Little Willie squeezed Searchlight with all of his might. You did good, girl, real good. I'm real proud of you. You rest now. Just rest. Little Willie began to brush the snow off Searchlight's back. Stone Fox stood up slowly. No one spoke. No one moved. All eyes were on the Indian, the one called Stone Fox, the one who had never lost a race and who now had another victory within his grasp. But Stone Fox did nothing. He just stood there like a mountain. His eyes shifted to his own dogs, then to the finish line, then back to little Willie, holding Searchlight. With the heel of his moccasin, Stone Fox drew a line in the snow. Then he walked back over to his sled and pulled out his rifle. Down at the end of Main Street, the other racers began to appear. As they approached, Stone Fox fired his rifle into the air. They came to a stop. Stone Fox spoke. Anyone crosses this line, I shoot. And there wasn't anybody who didn't believe him. Stone Fox nodded to the boy. The town looked on in silence as little Willie, carrying Searchlight, walked the last 10 feet and across the finish line. And that, boys and girls, is the end of Stone Fox. So Stone Fox lost his first race. Little Willie won. Little Willie had to carry Searchlight across the finish line. And that's how Little Willie and Searchlight won the race, and he won the $500. And Grandfather and little Willie got to keep their farm. Okay, great job, boys and girls. That's the end of chapter 10 on Stone Fox. I'll leave this running for you for a few more minutes so you can get your little baby husky in. Good job.